Under the sod, under the trees, lies the body of Jonathan Pease. He is not here, but only his part. He shelled out his peas and went to his God.
A strange epitaph to the memory of a man. But hobbyists who search old and forgotten graveyards for such things say that it can actually be found on the island of Nantucket. Dr. Alvin C. Beckett of San Jose State College in California asked that we join in this unusual hobby. Well, so far our best hunting ground has been throughout New England, in graveyards dating back hundreds of years. Some epitaphs we found are tragic, some puzzling, but many reveal a quaint, even sardonic humor. Perhaps you can help us find many more. But now, let's begin our strange quest in Wareham, Massachusetts. And pause for thought at the gravestone of J.M. Swift. The epitaph is his own.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
In Oak Grove Cemetery, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, Dr. Rothwell left his final word. He must have been referring to the stone.
This is on me.
A rare find in New Boston, New Hampshire. Almost as prominent as Sevilla's own name is that of her murderer. They made sure his deed would never be forgotten.
Thus fell this lovely blooming daughter by the revengeful hand of a malicious Henry. When on her way to school, he met her, and with a 6 self-cocked pistol, shot her.
But in Central Village Cemetery, Connecticut, a gentler tribute on the worthy monument to a farmer and fiddler who asked that the epitaph be not to himself, but to his first Jersey cow.
Record, 2 pounds, 15 ounces butter from 18 quarts, 1 day milk.
And speaking of animals, when the caretaker of the Island Cemetery in Newport, Rhode Island buried his dog there, the townsfolk objected. But Jack Hammett had an answer.
Cease capping, fools, your jibes and sneers. A true and faithful friend rests here. He loved his master, to him was true. Can the recording angel say this of you?
In the same cemetery, the fitting epitaph to a weighty seaman, James Anthony, 1857. It leaves no doubt that he could eat as well as fight.
He spent his life upon the sea, fighting for his nation. He doubled his enjoyment by doubling all his rations.
Even the poet got credit. Well, from old Newport on down to a narrow strip of land that juts to the sea, we find a quiet cemetery in the town of Little Compton. Here, a New Englander's reserved tribute to his humble wife.
She hath done what she could.
And only a few steps away, 2 weather-beaten stones almost 200 years old. On one, we read,
In memory of Lydia, wife of Mr. Simeon Palmer.
On the other,
In memory of Elizabeth, who should have been the wife of Mr. Simeon Palmer.
The grave of Simeon himself is nowhere to be found. Folks in Little Compton don't talk much about it. Another Palmer in Leotmevita, Massachusetts, was once thrown in jail for refusing to shave because of religious beliefs.
Persecuted for wearing the beard.
In far-off Vancouver, Washington, the gravestone of Arthur Hayne.
Haint.
When a man ain't, what more can you say? Some wish their good works to be immortalized in stone, such as Stephen Fassett in Winchendon, Massachusetts, 1850.
I began the preserving of cow's milk with white sugar for the use of steamers crossing the Atlantic Ocean.
After 100 years, some folks in Pembroke, New Hampshire still insist that the idea for the automatic revolver was stolen from Herman Fife.
Here lies the man, never beat by a plan. Straight was his aim, and sure of his game. Never had a lover, but invented the revolver.
East Perry, New Hampshire, the winged countenance of James Irwins, who departed his life June 26, 1781, at a ripe old age in spite of his favorite drink.
My glass is rum.
East Thompson, Connecticut, the untended stone of Jonathan Richardson, the skeptic.
Who never believed that Jonah swallowed the whale.
And in Putnam, Connecticut, this man wasn't so sure either.
Going, but no, not where.
But in East Calais, Vermont, we'll spare this man his good name.
The old nuisance.
Strange epitaphs from long-forgotten graveyards. You asked for it.